guys, what's up? Gray here, and welcome back to MonoGame. Today we'll be adding advanced movement to the car sprite we have, and we'll also be making a second class that will add basic collision. So first off, we're going to want to go here into sprites. I'm just going to add a new class. I'm going to call this car. Basic, there we go. Alright, and then also I'm going to create another one. Might as well just do it right now. And call it collidable. Perfect. Okay, so in the car class, I'm going to move over our usings. Okay, first off, we're going to want to make this public, and we're going to inherit these sprites and collidable. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to give it some health, just because we want our car to have health. Do get and set. Oh, wrong bracket. Do that and set. Perfect. And then we're also going to want a public float called speed. And we'll also do get, set, and perfect. We'll also want to add score. We might as well if they are racing and they want to go around the whole track, and each time they go around it adds a score. Then for each lap, like lap score, we can just do that. That's perfect. And we're also going to want is dead, because if it's dead, then we'll definitely want to show that. Return the health that's less than or equal to 0. Okay. After that, we're also going to want our public input. We already did that in the other one. If you didn't see that in the last episode, it's right here. Just a basic up, down, left, right shoot. Then we can also do a public car. This is for the texture from the sprite class. Texture 2D texture. And it's gonna make us do this thing. I figured it out last time. Texture. Quick action. There we go. We don't want that. Okay, base and texture. Yep, perfect. Okay, and we can also just put that down a line, just to make it more organized. And then right here, do the speed. Just initialize that to 5F. Yeah, perfect. After speed, we can do the update method. So public override, because we're overriding the sprite class, void update. Oh wow, it just made it for us. That's crazy. Nice. Game time, list sprites, and if is dead. Oh, we're gonna want to return, and we'll do the movement, which I'll just create a method like that for now. And then for the basic collision, we'll do for each variable sprite in sprites, do some brackets. If the sprite is car, we will continue. And if the sprite dot rectangle dot intersects with this dot rectangle, we'll do speed. If you want to add in like power-ups that make the car go faster, you can have this so that when it intersects with another rectangle, it actually speeds it up. You have to declare if it's another car once you add multiplayer, but we're not there yet, so we'll just do this for now. And then it removes that power-up. Perfect, and pretty sure we don't need that. But 1, 2, 3, perfect. We can just go down here and do private void move. This will be our movement. We'll just set up some basic things. So previous key equals current key, and current key equals keyboard dot get state. There are some errors, but we'll resolve them in a second. If the keyboard dot get state that dot is key down keys dot a. All right, so if it's going down, then we'll change the rotation to math helper dot to radians rotation velocity. Perfect. All right, and then else if, else if keyboard dot get state is key down keys dot d, the rotation, you can actually just copy this. We're just going to want to change this to a plus. Perfect. So then we're going to want to add direction equals new vector 2. We'll set it as a float. Math dot cosine rotation, underscore rotation, comma, float, and math dot sine rotation. Rotation. Perfect. Okay. And now we can do the if the keyboard dot get state is key down keys dot w. We'll change the position plus equals the direction times the linear velocity. Then we can just copy this one and paste. And we'll just do the minus. Perfect. Okay, and then one more thing to keep it on the screen, we'll do position equals vector 2 dot clamp. This will just make it stay on the screen. We'll set position, new vector 2, 0, 0, so it can't go off the top left. New vector 2 for game 1 dot screen width minus this dot rectangle dot width comma game 1 dot screen height minus this dot rectangle, there we go, dot height. I should have 2 and a semicolon. Semicolon. Perfect. So now that we have that, position, and why did it change that to directional light? Nice. Direction. All right, now we just have to declare a few things. I have to delete that too. Linear velocity, and change the W to S. Perfect. Okay. Rotation. If I can spell right. Oh well. Rotation velocity. Perfect. All right, now we just have to declare a few things in the sprite class. we'll just say protected keyboard state underscore current key. Perfect. And also protected keyboard state previous key. So that's that. Let me just keep it organized. And then we already have position, and we also need rotational velocity. So let's add that. Public float rotation velocity. But we also have to declare this. We'll just do 3F. And also linear velocity. So public float linear velocity equals 4F. Might as well. Perfect. We might want to set the origin just in case so it knows where it's rotating. Public. Actually, I should do that first. Public vector to origin. And also the direction. Public vector to direction. Okay, and that should be about it. We have is removed. Oh yeah, rotation. Last thing. Protected float rotation. Change. Actually, yeah, we should be fine there because this is speed for the player, but it overrides here when we declare speed. I'm not sure we're using. We'll just keep that for now. Okay, and now we're gonna set up the iCollidable class. We're just gonna do public interface iCollidable. We don't need the class. And just do void on collide sprite. And that's literally all we need to do for that class. That's perfect. So now let's go into game 1. There was something I messed up in the last episode. We have to apply the changes. So just do that. Oh, changes. So now it'll actually apply these and it'll work. We can also add a few more things if we want. We can do graphics.isFullScreen equals false. So later you can actually declare if it is full screen or not. Also, we can name the window that pops up. So if we want to do this .window.title equals top down racing, you can do that. That's perfect. And then we'll also do this .window allow user resizing equals false. So we can also add that in later once we do the full screen. But this should be perfect now. We should be all done. Save this. Okay, well, we'll figure that out in the next episode. I'm just going to keep it as sprite, and I'll just get rid of this for now. Yeah, perfect. And I'll figure out what was wrong with that, and we can add it in later. We also don't need the input because we get it down here. Yeah, because we already state ADWS. So we can implement that later as well. So I figured out the issue. If we can add iCollidable back, we can actually just go down here and say public virtual void on collide. We'll do sprite. I knew we were missing one step. We'll do throw new not implemented exception. Perfect. See if this lines up. Save that. So now that should work. Oh, my bad. I did not mean to put it there. There we go. Okay, there are a couple things we have to do in here. Under this rectangle, we can start by saying public float rotation. Let's do that. We'll do get return rotation. And we'll set the rotation to a value. There we go. Then what we'll want to do is do public matrix transform, and we'll do get and return the matrix dot create translation. We'll do a new vector 3 origin 0 and do that multiplied by the matrix dot create rotation z of rotation. Multiply that by matrix dot create translation. New vector 3 takes in position and 0. Okay, if the texture is null, then it will actually print out this, and we have to give it the origin. Let's see if this works now. Okay, well, it spawns at the origin, which is now off the screen. But we're getting a little closer. We just need to give it the input. Okay, right here we'll state where the origin is. Alright, so here I just created a new list under sprites. So first you'll want to declare a private list, it's called sprites, and then make a new list. And I just passed new car texture right after I made it up here. So that's how you load it in. It's the same as in the other video, just car texture is a content.load texture 2D and then the name. And then you'll want to pass the position and the origin. And make sure the car is facing right. You can also add in a background right here if you'd like. I don't have one yet, so we'll just move along. Also in the car, make sure you have the move function where you put in the move. And in sprite, you can just leave update empty. When you do the update and the draw, just make sure you draw everything in the sprites list. And you should be good to go. Hit play. And I think the code's a bit off. So S goes up, W goes down. Okay, now we run it. There we go, it's all fixed. So you just go forward or you can go backwards. It's inverted, so you have to hit D and A. But yeah, if you try it out, you'll figure it out. So the next step would just be getting the shadow to actually go where the lighting is. So we got to add in lighting, and that'll be a little bit later. But yeah, so far this is a working car with rotation and looking good. So if you did enjoy, please drop a like. I'll have more MonoGame content coming soon. So thank you all for watching and have a nice day.